We're live this evening from the Sydney Cricket Ground. You join us for this T10.
They'll have a bat. Well, I didn't see that coming. Must have a lot of faith in the batting lineup. Personally, I would have thrown the ball to my bowlers to start off with.
Yeah. Perfect technique and placement.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
No shot offered.
Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Yep.
A couple on offer here.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Nice.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
End of the over, 10 off it. The Knight Riders are none for 10. Going with spin now.
Yeah.
A beauty, brilliant catch.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Misses everything.
Yes.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Nicely fielded on the boundary.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
We're on.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected. Just threw the shot too early.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yep, yep.
Well placed, should get a single. 3 added in that over. The Knight Riders are 1 for 13. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Paddington end. Not the ideal way of handling that ball.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
Edge, unplayable. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Just threw the shot too early.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Pretorius just needs to continue finding good spots now.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Nice.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Bowler.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Oh, no. Nice bowling.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Yes, nice bowling.
Another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though. It looked like a pretty good delivery, to be honest. The umpire's given it as a wide. Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Pretorius ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yep.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Back-to-back boundaries. The bowler will be searching for something now. Just a dot ball or two to settle things down.
Yep, yep.
Great shot,
Nice.
but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Yep, yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Keeper's end. Yep.
Super shot.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Keeper, keeper.
Beautiful slower delivery, just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Beaten on the drive.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal. That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. The Knight Riders are 2 for 38. The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Randwick end. Padding up to that. Bowler is confident on this one.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
It was a brilliant diving effort. Couldn't manage to get there for the catch, but still a great stop. No interest on that occasion to play at the ball. Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head. Just threw the shot too early.
Big edge. Straight to the fielder.
Oh, that edge was so close to going to hand. They're fortunate to pick up their first runs.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too. Not many opportunities to score.
Well-directed short ball, sways out of the way.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yes, nice bowling.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Gone right through the defences.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Nice.
Quick onto that in the infield.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it.
No interest in that one from the batter. Stokes will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Misjudged that and takes a hit on the body.
I don't think there was any bat on that as they come through for the single.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yep.
Perfectly timed.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yep.
Thick edge.
Good return, back from the deep.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Oh, nice bowling.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, gone.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Yes, nice bowling.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Edged. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. That's out. Caught.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. Sixth wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. Pretorius coming back into the attack.
Misses out there on the short, wide one.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Keeper.
That was good, patient batting. Just waited for it and guided it easily down to third. No interest in that one from the batter. Pretorius will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Yep.
No point running for that one. That was 4 off the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball. But you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Drives and misses everything.
Pretorius with a superb delivery. Got them coming forward looking to drive, but can't manage to catch the edge.
Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit maybe, but couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
Off the body and they scamper through for a run.
Gee, they're bowling well at the moment. They complete another very good over. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the Randwick end. Pads away. Strong appeal. It was full enough and shaping like it's going to hit. This is close.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. How close is that? Could be the wicket. We won't be seeing a change of decision, just as we suspected, and they have to go now. They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand.
Yeah.
And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Yeah.
Doesn't beat the infield.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Yeah.
You can't say how important that dive was. They scrambled the run, just about made it. I think that's called for the front foot. Not by much, but that doesn't matter.
Didn't keep the foot behind the line. Just a slight tweak to the run-up will sort it out.
Yep.
Needs a direct hit. Could that be out? Looks so.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
And that's the end of the innings. The Super Kings have been set a target of 60 runs.
Yeah.
Really good shot there.
Ballers.
Very nice running there. Nothing too fancy, just good solid running to get things started. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot. It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
They must have just slipped a little in their delivery stride to bowl that no ball. Sometimes it can happen when you're trying too hard.
Yep.
Great shot. At least 1 on offer.
Keepers.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Yeah.
Massive edge. That's the over. The Super Kings are none for 13. Going with pace now. Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Wait on.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Yep.
It Mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple. A couple on offer here.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Yep.
Huge edge.
Keeper.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Wait. Yep.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
4 runs added in the over. The Super Kings are none for 17.
That's it.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Good return there, back from the deep. That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Bit of a wild delivery. I would have been calling it a wide, but the umpire lets it go.
Yep.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Well bowled.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Yep, yep. Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
There was absolutely a second on then, being a little bit too risk-averse out in the middle.
Ferguson, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the Randwick end.
Yep.
Oh my, that's racing away.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Ferguson with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yep.
Good return there, back from the deep. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yeah.
Great work behind the stumps, saved some runs with that dive.
Yeah, yeah.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Yep, yep.
End of the over. 13 runs coming from it. The Super Kings are none for 39. Russell, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the Paddington end.
Just threw the shot too early.
Oh, nice bowling. Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Wait.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. That is a gorgeous shot, straight through the covers. Three runs added in that over. The Super Kings are none for 42. Ferguson from the Randwick end.
Yeah, yeah.
Struck it nicely, could go to the boundary.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
Yeah. That's it.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Driven off the front foot, fantastic cricket shot, probably expected more there.
Yep, yep.
Big edge. That's great fielding, that ball was flying.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these.
The 50 comes up between this pair. It's been a strong partnership so far. A lot of people in the dressing room will be hoping it can continue.
Yeah.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Yep.
Got that away nicely.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Edged it. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yeah.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
New batsman heading out to the crease at number 3 for the Chennai Carvers.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep.
Perfectly timed.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. The match comes to a close and they've done exactly what they came here to do. They've won easily and convincingly in a completely one-sided affair.
Well, that was a really one-sided contest. The result never looking in doubt at all. Hope you